information they see show.
All right, Glenn Beck. Let's see what Glenn has to say about these firefighters who ended up, for whatever reason, letting a man's house burn to the ground.
Gene Kranick said he offered to pay whatever it would take for firefighters to put out the flames, but he was told it was too late. They couldn't do anything to stop his house from burning. A county in Tennessee every year says you have to pay $75 if you want fire protection from the city of South Fulton. The Kranicks didn't pay. The mayor said if the homeowners don't pay, they're out of luck. This is what was on television.
And now Glenn Beck plays a lot of the television news stories that we just did, so we'll skip over that.
I thought they'd come out and put it out, even if you hadn't paid you $75.
Well,
Okay.
Well, not wrong.
You're wrong.
Even though you hadn't paid $75, I thought we could go ahead and put it out.
Here's the thing. This
They
is
didn't put it out.
okay. All right.
Well, I
You're
thought
done.
they
All
would,
right,
but
okay.
they didn't
All
put it
right.
out.
Okay.
I wanted them to
All
put it
right.
out. I asked them to put it
Okay,
out, but
thank
I haven't
you.
paid $75 and they
Thank
didn't put it
you.
out.
Here's the thing that those who are just on raw feeling are not going to understand. It's $75 at the beginning of the year. You pay it, and they put your house out. If you don't pay it, they don't put your house out.
Yeah, but I thought they were going to put the house out even though I didn't pay it.
Okay, if they did that, would anyone pay their $75?
Well, they would think that they were going to put it out anyway.
Yeah,
and
but
when they
if
come
they-
and don't put it out,
If they
watch your house burn to the ground. That ain't right.
If they did put the fire out and make an exception for your house and you didn't pay,
then others get your house put out too. That's what the fire department does.
right?
Put
But
out
they don't
fire.
have the money to put the fires out. They can't keep the fire
What's
department.
the fire department for if you don't put out fire?
You won't have one because you can't afford it.
Well, I thought they put out my fire even though I didn't pay $75.
See, this is the kind of argument that America will have,
It is.
and it goes nowhere if you go on to, well, compassion, or, well, they should have put it out. What is the fire department for? No. What is the $75 for? To keep the firemen available, to keep the fire trucks running, to pay for the fire department to have people employed to put the fire out. If you don't pay your $75, then that hurts the fire department. They can't use those resources, and you would be sponging off of your neighbor's $75 if they put out your neighbor's house and you didn't pay for it. I mean, if your neighbor didn't pay for it, you did, and they put out their house, your neighbor is sponging off of your $75.
And as soon as they put out the fire of somebody who didn't pay the $75,
No one
will pay the $75.
Why would you pay the $75? You don't have to. They're going to put it out anyway. Nobody pays attention. This
Ends
is
the program.
This is important for America to have this debate because, A, this is the kind of stuff that is going to happen. We are going to start to have these kinds of things.
Well, I don't agree. I think that for us to take that cold of a view as conservatives, it makes us into the cold-hearted monsters that liberals and socialists would characterize us as. A couple of comments here. I don't like reading this because I am a big fan of Glenn Beck, and I think that he has done a fabulous job of sounding the alarm for Americans and explaining to his viewers and listeners what it is we're up against here in America, trying to protect the Constitution and our freedom and liberty. But this is just, he's wrong. I am not, I've illustrated it many times, I am not swayed by my emotions. But again, if you have a fire department that is not going to do their job unless you pay the $75 fee, what about the police department? And you call the police and you say, there's a guy with a knife just broke through my front door, and my wife and I are hiding in the bedroom. Please come help. Oh, you didn't pay your $75 fee, sir. I'm sorry, the police are not coming out. And then next morning, the two people are dead. Unacceptable. Couple of comments here. These are liberals on this page at YouTube. Glenn Beck is a disgusting person, and what he says here proves it most of all. But think of all the times people like him have called out the left for their elitism, for looking down on everyday people. Then listen to him lecturing this everyday man like he knows what's best. Listen to his sidekick mocking the man who just lost everything. And all of it while sitting next to a poster of the word charity. These are not good people. I do not like giving, this is Jimmy Z talking, I do not like giving left-wingers this kind of ammunition to attack us with. And he's right. There's a poster right behind Glenn Beck that says charity. Another comment here. I am proud to live in a country where we make fun of people's houses burning down. That's what the sidekick was doing, and I think I hate what he did more than what Glenn Beck said. For him to mock the man who lost his home. This stuff right here.
Well, I thought they would, but they didn't put it out.
Okay.
I wanted them to put it out. I asked them to put it out, but I paid $75 and they didn't put it out.
That's not funny. Even if Glenn Beck and his sidekick were 100% right in their argument, and I don't think they are, but even if they were, making fun of the man whose house burned down, whose pets died, and who lost everything, all of their generations of family mementos, that's not funny. I don't know the guy's name, Glenn Beck's sidekick on the radio. I don't know his name, but he's a jackass. That's not funny. I wouldn't do that, and I love making fun of people. No, this time Glenn Beck got it wrong. As I said here in my comment underneath this video, I said I understand Glenn's rationale, but it doesn't allow for many other ways to get the $75 paid. The man had paid it in the years previous. The city can put a lien on the home. The city can and should add a penalty or interest, but the fire department should do its job, and then the city can iron out its problem with the homeowner. It's pretty simple stuff.
The Jimmy Z Show.